it up, Mr. Lavario.
Ladies, listen, man, listen. I had to do this video. I had to because it's necessary. The time is now. The time is actually past. I should have done this before. But what I gotta tell a lot of you ladies is this, right? And this is the thing. The reason why it's really, really difficult out there for you in the dating game. The reason why, you know, you get so frustrated dealing with a whole bunch of guys and things are never working out and you're like, you know, all men are dogs and these guys suck and, you know, all this other craziness and, you know, you just like, you're sitting there and you're like, why can't I find a decent guy to, you know, make things happen with, right? Now, what it is this, and this is something that I've noticed over the years of doing this type of stuff, and especially when it comes to, you know, women and women learning about the dating game. And the problem that most of you ladies are having is that you cannot take the truth. You cannot take the truth. You cannot face reality. What I noticed is a lot of times women gravitate to advice that's just all about them feeling good, advice that's just all about blaming the man, advice that, you know, doesn't include the woman taking responsibility. And, you know, the reason why you're having trouble is because you're not coming to terms with reality and you are not basically, you know, looking at the truth. What I notice is, especially with myself, and what I think is, you know, what differentiates me from a lot of other, you know, dating coaches out there and relationship people and life coaches or whatever, right, is that, and I'm not saying I'm the only one that does this, but, you know, what I've noticed is that most people in, you know, in this field, they try to sort of soften the reality of the situation, right? I tried to tell you the truth. But what I notice is that women, you know, generally will just look at what they think is right versus looking at the reality of what's really going on. So they will ignore the truth. So you ladies will ignore the reality because you don't like how the reality makes you feel, and then just brush it off and say, I don't believe that. I'm not going to listen to that. I'm not going to, you know, take that into account. You know, I don't believe what you're saying. This is bullshit. And I get this a lot, you know, and it's not from all women because, you know, a lot of the women who get it, who have come to terms with reality, are seeing, you know, improvements in their dating lives and are having success, because I get those emails all the time. But also I do get emails from women who just totally disregard not only stuff that I say, but other truthful things that other people say about the dating game. And the thing is that, you know, what's happening is a lot of you ladies have been fed a lot of lies and a lot of bullshit through media, you know, through romantic movies, through, you know, other men lying to you, because, you know, a lot of men will lie to you just to get sex, right? So, you know, you've been fed all this stuff and you're confused, and the thing is that you don't want to, you know, confront the truth. You don't want to see the reality. So basically what I want to tell you ladies is the first step in, you know, you even really, you know, improving your dating life, in you actually, you know, getting things going, the first step is to admit to yourself, confess that you do not want to hear the truth. You have to confess that. You have to, you know, like when you go to, what's those, the Alcohol Anonymous meetings or whatever, and they say, hi, my name is Jim and I'm an alcoholic. You have to be as a woman and say, hi, my name is so-and-so, and I don't want to hear the truth. I don't want to hear the reality when it comes to men. I don't want to hear how men really act. I don't want to know the reality of the dating game. I don't want to know, you know, what I need to do as a woman to increase my chances of finding the right man. I don't want to know all that. I don't want to know the reality that I have to go through to, or the reality that I have to face in order to make this happen, because the truth hurts. It really does. It hurts because you're like, damn, shit is really going down like this, and I'm sitting here, you know, kind of just going through the motions and not really coming to terms with reality. So the thing is, you have to first admit that you don't want to hear the truth, right? Second thing you need to do is you need to basically come to terms with the truth and come to terms with reality at some point. You understand? At some point you have to come to terms with reality. Because if you don't, you're going to keep going through the same mistakes. You're going to keep, going in circles, and nothing is really going to help you. Right? So the thing is that, like I was saying earlier, is that I noticed a lot of women will basically shun the truth because it doesn't fit with what they believe. Right? Now, I can believe that a car going 90 miles an hour that hits me is not going to hurt me. I can believe this until I'm blue in the face. But the reality is, if a car is coming 90 miles an hour and hits me, I'm going to basically probably die. Do you understand what I'm saying? No matter what I believe. So the thing is that when I tell women, hey, there are guys who are going to basically, have sex with you and then just call it a day because they never liked you in the first place. And the reason why they're having sex with you is just because they want to get their nut. A lot of women will say, no, what are you talking about? There aren't guys like that. You're just saying that. That's ridiculous, right? But the truth of the matter is, there are guys like that. There are guys who will lie to you just to get sex. There are guys who are married who will say they are single to get with you. There are guys who are going to, and I don't want it to put this out there to scare you, but I want you to be aware of this. There are also guys who are out there who are going to be cool as hell, who are going to be nice to you, who are going to respect you. You understand? And the truth of the matter is, there are guys like that out there who you probably know. You call them your friends. You put them in the friend zone. You understand? Which is another truth, where you have guys who will be perfect for you, but for some reason you don't want to mess with those guys, or you're just not attracted to those guys. But then there are going to be guys who are like that, who you are going to be attracted to. So I'm just saying different things to just let you know the reality of the situation. But overall, what I want to say in this video is that, you're not going to really get the help you need, and you're not going to improve on your dating life until you come to terms with reality. You have to look the truth in the face. You have to say also, what am I doing as a woman that might be keeping me from getting what I want? Right? It's not always just about the guy. It could be about what you're doing that might be keeping you away from dealing with certain guys or dealing with men that you like. There might be things that you're doing that you don't even realize that you're doing, and it's become a habit, and this is what's keeping you away from guys that you like. This is keeping guys, you just have guys who will have sex with you and they never call you again, and you're just wondering why, and you're just thinking, oh, it's because men are dogs, and you're like, oh, all men want is sex. But the reality is that there are guys who actually want relationships out there. There's guys who actually want a girlfriend. There's guys who want to keep seeing a certain woman if they like her. And the reason why they're not seeing that woman is because there might be something she is doing to stop the guy from wanting to, continue seeing her. And that's something that, you have to come to terms with. So what I just want you ladies to understand is that you need to understand the reality and the truth of the situation. And you have to admit to yourself that you do not want to know the truth. You don't. You do not want to know this. You understand? This is why if you find a lot of relationship books for women, they tell you a lot of stuff that say, oh, if the guy is not willing to wait 90 days to do this. So if the guy's not willing to, court you all these days and do all this stuff, the guy's not willing to do this and do that and do that. You understand? It's saying all this other stuff, but my question has always been this. You've read those books, you've tried all those things, and you're still single. So how has that been working for you? All these other things. It hasn't. You understand? Most of that stuff does not work. Why? Because most of it is not grounded and based in reality. So when someone comes to you on a realistic level, you're just like, what the fuck? You're in freaking shock. You're like, this can't be true. This is crazy. This is crazy talk. Because deep down, you know all the other shit you've been doing hasn't been working. And you're like, damn, well, this might be the alternative. The reality and the truth might be the alternative. But the reality and the truth is so scary, I don't want to face it. But see, ladies, you have to be brave enough to face it. You have to be brave enough to face the reality, to face the truth, and that is when your life is going to improve. That's when your dating life is going to improve. If you do not do that, it's going to be harder for you. You understand? And the thing is that all you might get to at a certain point is you might luck up and find some dude who might end up being the type of guy you're not even into, just some lame beta male who doesn't give you that feeling of like, oh, I'm so excited to be with him, just some other guy who's just happy to have you, and you're just in one of those type of relationships. But do you really want that? Or do you want a really good relationship, a relationship that's going to be exciting, relationship with the type of guy that you really want, and the type of guy that's going to keep you excited and engaged, and it's going to be great. Do you understand? But that only comes with you coming to terms with reality, all right? So ladies, make sure you click the link below to get my free audio program, 7 Highly Effective Steps to Finding and Keeping a Man, all right? And I will holler at you later. Remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. Hey, what's up? It's dating and life coach Mr. Locario. If you're tired of being single and want to find Mr. Right, then you need to join Mr. Locario's Bad Girl Membership Program. In this program, you'll receive 45 through 90-minute, easy-to-follow, step-by-step dating advice tutorials that's guaranteed to help you find the guy you've always been looking for. Go to MrLocario.com to become a Bad Girl member today. That's MrLocario.com. MrLocario.com.